opener back in 2019. They had Lincoln Pius later ended up winning by 2, or 58 to 56. We had two teams. Both of them had huge talent, with Sam Hoiberg for Lincoln Pius is down in Lincoln. A.J. Rollins is playing Lincoln for football, and Spencer Stromer's playing North Dakota State. Prep looking for a different outcome the last time they played.
Colby Rada had a big game in that game. 25 points, 3 rebounds.
Yeah.
Made all 6 of his free throws. Probably the biggest reason why Pius X won that game.
Yeah, to say the least. Pius probably remembers that game, and they sure want to have another history in the books with a win in the column. As we move on to the last time Prep played a game, that was their home opener in the Jamboree game. They fell short to North Star, 59 to 55. North Star, to say the least, they played a pretty just all-out great game, and see some of the numbers there by Reese Jones. Prep had a good offensive game, but it just didn't go the way they wanted.
Yeah, they struggled a lot with turnovers, and that was a big issue that they're gonna have to sort out in the game tonight.
I couldn't agree more, to say the least. It's been turnovers, and at North Star had just flat out had a A+ game. As we move over to the last time the Thunderbolts played a game, that was last Tuesday. They took care of business at South. Bartek with 13 points, Brass with 12 points. It was another A+ game, this time for the Thunderbolts. They're now 2-1.
Yeah, they were a lot better on 3-pointers during the game against Omaha South. I mean, they'd struggled from 3 against Gretna and North Platte, but in the Omaha South game, those issues were non-existent. They went from shooting 4 for 29 in their first 2 games to going 6 for 16.
Yeah, they've had after their first loss, they got blown out by Gretna. But other than that, they had the 1-point win at North Platte, and then they came on to beat South. As we look over to PJ Newbill, one of the leaders for this team, and he's just been so far so good within these 3 games. 12 points per game between the 2 games, and having a couple steals here and there, good rebounds as well. We're going to expect to say his name quite a bit tonight, Colton.
Yeah, he's improved quite a bit from last year. He dropped 5.3 points per game last year, up to 12.5 over the first 2 games this season. He's shown a lot of improvement.
That's for sure. As he came in and stepped into, had big shoes to fill last year. As we move over to Trayson Anderson for the Thunderbolts, he's one of their main pivotal points on both offense and defense. He does blocking and points. He can do it all. That's the guy you have to look for if you're the Prep defense.
Yeah. Prep's going to have to shut him down if they want a better chance of winning in this game.
I couldn't agree more. As Junior J starting to warm up. Deep Cage tonight, band starts to play. It's also junior high night last time I checked. Not only that, but the Pius students and fans, they traveled 50 miles to the northeast to say, come on and root on their team. It's just been a great atmosphere. Good to be back with basketball. It's going to be one good ride here tonight, to say the least.
One thing I'm interested in seeing is how Trinell Parker plays. Back from injury after missing the North Platte game and most of the Kearney game. I mean, he's a sophomore. He's got a lot of potential, and it'll be exciting to see how he fares in this game.
To say the least, yes. We'll be right back. When we come back, the national anthem and team starters, and of course, tip-off. We'll be right back. welcome you back to the Hyder Center after the national anthem. We got everything amped up to say the least. Going through starters for Lincoln Pius, number 3, Adam Searcy. Got number 4, Nate Schauer. We got number 34, Aiden Brass. Number 35, Jackson Kessler. And number 44, Trayson Anderson.
And Trayson Anderson is going to be the X factor for the Pius X Thunderbolts.
So he had 13 points in their last meeting, or at their South game last Tuesday. And now for the Junior Jays, Start Me Up is playing over here at the Hyder Center. As for the Junior Jays, the starters will be number 0, Dylan Clausen, number 4, PJ Newbale, number 5, Joey Reichel, number 10, Carson Jones, and number 11, Emmett Knight.
A couple things to note with that. Emmett Knight is still looking for his first points of the new season. He went scoreless in the first 2 games, hoping to get the monkey off his back, I guess.
I couldn't agree more, to say the least. He's been playing pretty good, especially last year. Other than that, he's been kind of quiet when it comes to points, but he's hoping to get his first points of the year. 5 starters out for Pius and for Prep. And oh man, it's time for some basketball. It's just going to be a fun atmosphere, to say the least.
Yeah, it's an exciting game. Just excited to try and get up to 2-1.
It's going to be, Prep is looking to avoid their first 1-2 start for the first time since 2011. They did not go to state that year. They've been to state the last 8 years. Pius went to state last year. Both these teams are ready for a fun game here tonight. Historic Hyder Center, Prep, Pius, about ready to tip things off. We're all ready. Off we go from Hyder Center in Omaha. Starting things off, Jackson Kessler, guarded by Emmett Knight. Try to dribble away around. Over to Aiden Brass. To that side, Nate Schauer. Guard inside, it looks like zone defense for the Junior Jays, and first basket of the night goes to Aiden Brass. Trying to cut things inside and just went ahead and scores easily 2-0. Now this time it's over to Clausen. Tries to get over the man, and he didn't get a piece of the rim, and the rebound goes to Jackson Kessler.
Trayson Anderson with a really good block on that play. Played some great post defense.
Here's Kessler to the outside, Schauer. Back to Kessler, top of the key. He'll take a 3. Too strong. Rebound goes to Reichel.
It's been a tale of a few games for Lincoln Pius X. They've struggled with threes in some games. They've been good in others.
Yeah. After the blowout since they had against Gretna, it's been cruising into this Lincoln game as Reichel had the ball poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Thunderbolts. Here we are with Carson Jones. Swings it over, it's Reichel. It's been laser sharp all this season. To the top of the key, Clausen. Back out to Newbill. Trying to swift his way around. Oh, tries to get the basket. Oh, and a little too off the mark. Rebound goes to Brass.
Some really solid post defense from Anderson again. He's really making his mark on the game early on.
He's going to be in the lane, to say the least, almost the entire game. Schauer outside. Here he is. Trayson Anderson working against Dylan Clausen. Trying to find his way around. And he'll get it to go for an easy bucket.
Good shot.
We're going to say his name quite a bit tonight.
Yeah.
Clausen, now Jones. So far, so good for the Pius Thunderbolts. 4-0 ahead. Here's Clausen. Outside, it's Jones. Surveys what he'll do. He'll look to dribble inside. Out to Joey Reichel, and oh boy, a little too off the mark. Just couldn't get that shot off. I think he went a little too quick out the pass. It was far corner, just didn't really work out well.
I mean, not a great start for the Junior Jays. Maybe it's a little bit too much adrenaline.
I guess. I think going too quick, and now here they are back on defense. Anderson Trying to work his way inside and just getting it outside the rim, and the rebound goes to PJ Newbill. He wanted that basket. It's just too strong. As here's Jones. He'll take a three. Bada bing, bada boom. Carson Jones. Man, oh man, he has a strong future as a junior.
Yeah. Carson Jones knocked down 2 out of his 3 3-pointers against North Star last Thursday, or Saturday, I mean.
Still, nonetheless, it's been an awesome game as Junior Jays fans are lining up as the ball, no foul, ball bouncing up around and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pius Thunderbolts as everybody was trying to fight for that ball. That might have bounced off Evan Knight's head. Nonetheless, it will stay with the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, that's going to leave a mark.
I think everybody was trying to fight.
There's just 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Seriously loses it.
Oh boy.
I think Rupp's got it.
And let's see, turnover. It's going to be going to the Junior Jays as that'll amp up the crowd even more as it's just been, this is what you need if you're the Jays at least.
Great play by Joey Rischel on defense.
Yeah.
That was sensational.
Yeah, it was PJ Newbill. We just saw him. He went over to dab up at Joey to say, hey, that was a great job. Here's Emmett Knight, 4:50 to go here in the Hyder Center. In the first quarter, I should say. Clausen, what will he do? Outside to his left, it's Newbill. Trying to fight inside. And, oh man, a tough defense. I think some Pius fans wanted to travel, wouldn't get it as Newbill. Easy layup.
Great
gets it to go.
Great bucket from Prep's leading scorer. Just great drive on his part.
I couldn't agree more. Searcy. Around, trying to get it to the inside as well. That might have hit off the bottom of the backboard. Nonetheless, it'll go to Dylan Clausen. Now here's Knight. I don't know, he tried to pass it to the outside as Rischel. Step back, Jack. Too strong. Rebound goes to Jackson Kessler.
Crowd would have gone crazy if he made that.
It was a little pretty deep, but he just wouldn't get it.
Trinell's about to check into the game.
Parker. To the outside. Parker checking in. Working against Rischel. Here's Searcy. Kessler. Searcy. Trying to get a little lobber up to go. He won't get it. And a great reaching rebound by Joey Rischel. As you said, Trinell and Marquise Tolliver are about to check into the game. Trinell's playing for the first time tonight. Here's Carson Jones. A little too strong that time. He really wanted that three. It won't go in. Now here is Parker Kelly. Trayson Anderson, top of the key, working against Clausen, trying to do a little stepperoo. He wouldn't get to go. Rebound goes to Jones, and here's Newbill. Now Knight. Trayson Anderson had a little scene with the little step, trying to get an easy layup, but just wanted to go. As here's Newbill trying to fight his way, and a whistle called against the Thunderbolts. That might have been Parker Kelly.
Yep, that is Parker Kelly. First team foul for Pius. It's Kelly's first personal.
Yep. Some substitutions on the floor. Number 3, Eddie Heemner. Number 12, it's Trinell Parker. And number 1, Marquise Tolliver.
Emmett Knight, PJ Newbill, and Dylan Clausen checking out.
They're going to get a much-needed rest. Here's Heemner. He throws it all the way, throws a Hail Mary over to Tolliver. Here's Keys. It's a screen from Parker to the outside, Heemner. Over to Parker. Here he is, big man making his debut, and he traveled with it. Pius basketball. Got a little too excited there. He wanted the basket.
A little bit of adrenaline there. I mean, first real game for Trinell Parker. I mean, he's gotten hurt in the Kearney game and didn't play at all against North Star. So
Anderson, Kelly trying to work against the lane. Tries to slings it over to Matt Bartek, and here he is. Kelly. He gets it to go. He may be the littlest guy on the court, but he can, for one thing, make some big plays, as he does right there, and he gives the Thunderbolts the lead.
Good bucket from Parker Kelly right there.
Outside, it's Tolliver trying to work his way outside. Here's Parker, won't get the three. Here he goes again, and no shot. Foul on the floor. It'll be inbounded at the bottom of the basket.
Who did they get for the foul? Was that Kellen Hum?
Yeah, that might have been Kellen Hum. Either that or I don't know. Here's the inbound over to Jones.
Wait, I think they got Nate Shower for that one.
Yeah. Here's Rischel trying to see what they can do to retake the lead. Over to Parker, trying to work inside the lane. Trying to get it outside, and ball rolling, won't get it to go, trying to get his own rebound. Ball is still around in the air. Parker tries to get it up, won't get it to go, won't get the end one, but he will go to the line to shoot two from the charity stripe.
Good job sticking with it after a miss that painful. I mean, the ball rolled around the hoop for a good 2-3 seconds. Good job just staying with the play on his part.
Parker gets his first career point. The sophomore, some people thought he was going to start today, but he's now playing his first career game. He goes 1 for 2 to the line to start. Here's Hum. Trying to work his way around. Here's Matt Bartek trying to work against 3 defensive players, but they'll get a whistle and a foul. Marquise did not like that call. Or that might have been Trinell Parker. Yeah, it was Sean Trinell Parker, but the Pius fans like it, the Junior J fans do not.
Yeah.
And
this is the first. Matt Bartek scored 13 points against Omaha South on Wednesday.
And he finally gets the next free throw to go. Here's Tolliver. Trying to work against his guys. Now here's Josh Carney checking into the game. Boston to Marquise Tolliver. Trying to work his way around. Keese still looking. Out to Jones. Trying to find his way around. Here's Marquise. Still looking. Now here's Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Hebner, Carney. Here's a long three. It was way too strong. That was a huge arcing three. He just couldn't get it to go.
Carney went 3 for 5 on field goals, all from the 3-point line against Carney in the season opener.
Yeah, he had 3 3-pointers in the season debut. He had 0 points against North Star. As here goes the Pius offense. Here's Searcy. Shower. Now to the outside, and Kelly will get the foul drawn. It'll be on Marquise Tolliver.
Rischel checks in. Carson Jones checks out.
Yeah. Carson Jones, he had the 3 to start the game.
In addition, Matt Bartek checks out.
Here's Hum. Outside's Kessler. Trying to find his way around. Now here's a 3-pointer. Too strong. Rebound goes to Hebner. Great hustle to get it over there. Heads it over to Rischel. Rischel. And gets the backboard and gets it to go. Rischel, he's been on target.
Great hustle play from Eddie Hebner.
Oh, here he goes. A turnover by Marquise. And they will call a charging foul. Offensive foul called on Marquise. They did not. He got a little shove on him as he was trying to get it the basket to go. These Prep fans did not like it, but I think, in my opinion, I think they had the offensive foul.
Yeah, it's Keith's second. So he checks out.
He'll be checking out.
Emmett Knight checks back in.
3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. Here, they gotta put up a shot, and too strong. And Prep up by 1 point. A little low scoring affair. Nonetheless, it's 8-7 Prep. going into after the end of quarter number 1. We will step aside. Eight, 7, about ready to begin quarter number 2 here in Hyder Center. Colton Alder, Alex Tejan here with you. It's been a game so far. I felt kind of quick, but here we are. It's just, say at least it's been a fun game all first quarter around.
Yeah, for about the first 5.5 minutes of the first quarter, nobody got called for a foul, so the game went by pretty fast. 7 foul calls getting called in about the last 2.5 minutes. So
yeah, Marquise Tolliver has 2 fouls. He's been on the bench ever since a little late in the first quarter. As here we go, starting quarter number 2. We'll start off with Clausen over to Rischel. Now into Newbill, and an offensive foul called again. We've seen this. That's the second time we've seen this now. As another guy trying to get the basket to go, but it's just they called him with an offensive foul. It's just first time it was on Marquise. Here it is on Newbill. It's a turnover.
It's just a recurring issue for Creighton Prep. They turn the ball over too much this year.
Yeah,
I mean,
they had quite a bit of turnovers against North Star last Saturday.
Yeah, they recorded 13 against Kearney as well in the season opener.
Here it goes, and the basket won't get it to go. A little awkward shot kind of looking. Rebound goes to Knight. I think that was Jackson Kessler with the weird-looking shot. Won't get it to go. And now here's Rischel. Tried to get a little step back. Gets his own deflection as here's Clausen. Oh, man, he made the guy fake out, but a whistle and a foul will be called on Trayson Anderson. Oh, excuse me, that'll be on Aiden Brass. Nonetheless, it's going to be a foul and inbound. A new bill will be in the inbound.
Yeah, I think Pius is probably pretty glad they didn't call that on Anderson.
Anderson's crucial for these games. He's the biggest guy on the court. They really need him. And as of right now, I don't think he's had that much foul trouble. As here's Knight, looking for his first points of the year. As here's Rischel. Look how swifty he is, and a little too swifty as he turns the ball over.
Another turnover.
Something got to clean up. I wonder if Coach Lukey put that at the top of the list, as just turnovers hasn't been that well. As here is Trayson Anderson over Carson Jones, and he gets it to go.
Trayson Anderson, really good player. I mean,
yeah, good player is kind of an understatement, to be honest. As here's Rischel, steps on the blue. It will be Pius basketball.
Another turnover.
Just said, got to watch these out to say the least. It's been weird game so far. As here, little passing game, a backyard catch, and here is Adam Searcy. Jackson Kessler trying to find their way to get back in the basket as they lead by 1. Here's Anderson. Anderson over Dylan Clausen, and won't get to go on a good offensive rebound, and still won't get it to go, and the ball goes into Dylan Clausen's hands. I think that was Nate Schauer trying to get the ball up to go, and here's Jones, and a foul will be called.
That's Brass's second.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of foul trouble, a lot of turnovers, you name it. It's just been kind of chaotic, to say the least.
Parker Kelly checks in, Aiden Brass checks out. I've got to say, I was kind of surprised that they didn't call a foul back on Pius's possession. When
Yeah.
It looked like.
It looked kind of interesting, but no call, as here is a tipped ball by Jackson Kessler. It will go out of bounds. It will stay with the Blue Jays, however. Great defensive play, to say the least.
PJ's going to inbound.
Here's Knight. Working against Parker Kelly. Seeing what he can do. Knight inside, and it looks like another turnover.
4th turnover this quarter.
Not been all right, as here goes Jackson Kessler. 3 ball and 2 off the mark. That looks to be Adam Searcy on the 3 ball, but just won't get it to go, and it'll be Junior J basketball.
Good effort by Nate Schauer to try to keep it in, but ended up all being
it just still didn't work. Here is Emmett Knight. Oh my gosh, Coach Lukey's on the court. He's trying to see what he can do to get them back into this. Well, they were still in this game, just trying to get back on top. Here's Jones. Will he get another 3 ball? He will! Carson Jones, man, oh man. He's been having a good night, to say the least. He has 6.
I mean, he's been home cooking. 2 threes made against North Star, 2 made threes against Pius.
He's just been on point, to say the least. Anderson, inside to Schauer. Working against Emmett Knight. To the outside, Parker Kelly. Air ball. Rebound, Newbill. Here's Jones. Will he have another 3? Nope, too strong. And the ball hits the shot clock. He really wanted that, and he says my bad to some of his teammates. I think he really wanted that 3. He had 1 3 earlier that got this crowd going to retake the lead. Just a little too strong that time, but still a good shot nonetheless.
Carson Jones has been having a pretty good season so far.
He's only a junior. He was on JV last year. As the ball, here's a turnover. Over to Newbill. And oh boy, he tried to dunk it. He tried to dunk it, but oh man, these prep fans, this prep student section really want another bigger than just a normal foul. Good to see PJ still walking up. That looks kind of scary, to say the least. I was like, he wanted to dunk that, but like, got to be careful, to say the least.
In the NBA, they would have called that a flagrant, I think.
Yeah, the prep fans do want that. I think the officials maybe talked about it, as there's a timeout on the floor. And it's, let's see, I think Newbill, he really wanted to dunk that, but he, someone just came up and got it and just was able to break through it. As we will not take a break, as it looks like a buzzer just started hounding.
Jackson Kessler got called for the foul for.
I think some of our guys on the court were like, we better, going back to that dunk, I think attempt. He's like, that looked very, very, very crazy. Well, not crazy, but like also scary. Yeah. Good to see Newbill still shooting, as he got hit the ground hard. It's just, here he is with 2 free throws to try to make it a 4-point game. That's number 1.
It's 3 points so far for PJ.
We said him in pregame. He's a pretty electric player, to say the least.
4 points for number 4.
There you are. Now, what will Pius do and respond? Kelly moving his way around. It's Kellen Hum. 3 guys on him. He's got to find somebody. Gets it over. It's Jackson Kessler trying to go up the middle. Foul is called, and 1. Jackson Kessler draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 1 more. That's a play that you need, to say the least.
Good drive from Kessler. Good job drawing the foul, and he makes the bucket.
Make 1 shot and trying to see what he can do. 4:32 left in the second quarter. He converts. Back to a 1-point game. Here is Knight. Over to Rischel. Over to Jones. Now here's Newbill. Back to Rischel. He'll take a deep 3. Oh, a little too off the mark. I think he wanted that shot, but it was just a little too off the mark and a little too far, to say the least. As here goes the Pius offense. Here's the 3-pointer. Good, and Pius retakes the lead. It's Kellen Hum.
Good three ball there. Eddie Hebner set to check in for the Junior Jays.
These Pius fans are really into it. Actually, it's been good a run so far. 6-0 run to start already. As here's Newbill trying to fight his way around the Pius defense and gets another great play. He's been using the basket tonight, to say the least. He's been just busy tonight. It's just been.
Setting Prep's way.
Yeah.
Hum lost the ball. Prep gets it back. And now Coach Lukey will take a timeout.
He'll talk things over, and everybody will talk over. We have a tie game here in the Historic Hire Center. We will step aside. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Historic Hyder Center. It's a fun night for basketball, to say the least. We are tied at 15.
Good basketball game.
Here we go, Emmett Knight. Here's to Jones. He's been laser sharp tonight. Here's Hevener. Trying to get a screen from Dylan Clausen. Here's Hevener. Working his way down to razzle dazzle. Now he loses the ball. It goes out to Emmett Knight. Here's Jones. Looks at the three. He won't get it to go as it gets the easy two. He won't get it to go as Clausen. And it'll be a jump ball. The possession arrow is pointing to the Thunderbolts. Lincoln Pius now trying to get this offense going, as it's been 15-15, kind of low scoring, but still looking to see what they can do.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here is Kessler. To the outside, it's Adam Searcy. Little backyard catch, and oh no, a little too turnover, a little too far into the reach of Adam Searcy. It's just off the mark.
About hit one of our photographers.
I think it almost hit Mac Johnson over there. It's like, oh gosh, this ball is coming over toward me as Prep turnover. Here he is with Clausen. Now over to Emmett Knight. And trying to get it to Dylan Clausen. He gets it to go. 2 points for him.
First points of the night for Clausen.
He's been in the game here and there. He has his older brother, senior Jonah Clausen, on the roster as well. Here is a wide open man, an easy 2 points by Nate Schauer.
Some good offense.
He found his man wide open, as it looked like kind of struggling as they were trying to get it to the other side of the court, but he just found a wide open Nate Schauer to tie the game. Heebner over to Clausen. Outside Jones, Newbill. Heebner looks at the three, won't do it. Over to Knight. Will he get his first points? He will! He will! Emmett Knight, first basket of the night, or first basket of the season, I should say, is a 3-ball. You got to feel good for Emmett Knight.
What a way to get your first points of the season.
Get this crowd amped up, and now has the 3 points. Here's a 3. Will they respond? They sure will. Adam Searcy again easily responds. The game is tied as 20.
Two teams just keep going back and forth. Whenever one team does something, the other team answers right back.
Newbill, Clausen. Here's Knight. Out to Heemner. Here's Newbill trying to see what the Pius defense can do. Newbill spinning around, a razzle-dazzle, won't get it to go. Ball still bouncing around, and ball still on the ground. If it's a jump ball, it'll go to the Jays, and it will.
Good hustle from both teams there. It was Nate Schauer and Dylan Clausen who generated the jump ball, and the Jays get it back.
Now here we are with 1:04 to go. Prep and Pius tied at 20. And it'll be inbounded by Hebner. Here's Knight. You have about a 30-second difference between the play and shot clock. Here's Jones. Here's Knight. Trying to find his man. Here's Clausen. Will he get the 2 points over Tracy Anderson? No, he'll get it outside to Emmett Knight. Now here's Hebner. Trying to first way around, has the ball, loses it, and he just gets it right back. And now all the way around, here's Newbill. Trying to go his way around. 4 seconds left on the shot clock, and the ball round and round it goes, and we have a turnover, a travel on the play, and Ludke is really not liking, Ludke was just like not liking like the little too swiftness, is like, he really doesn't like it. The game remains tied, and Pius can hold on for the final shot.
It was like he was doing that wave dance that SpongeBob
yeah, he was just
did
like,
that one time.
he's just like, what is this, PJ? But he really did not like it, but it'll be a turnover. I know PJ's a good player, but he's just, I think he just went a little bit too much, as here is Jackson Kessler. Again, he can dribble this thing all out as the shot clock is turned off. He's working against Emmett Knight. Here's the 3 ball. It's Kelly, too strong. Anderson reaches up and gets the rebound. Anderson, foul called. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot a couple. 2 seconds left. Man, oh man, you can't take the foul. I don't think Parker Kelly knew how much time was left, because I was wondering why would you shoot that early, but nonetheless, it'll be Tracy Anderson with a rebound and drawing the foul to have them shoot 2.
That was a great play by Anderson. I believe it was Dylan Clausen that got called the foul.
To say the least, it was a great effort, to say the least, as Pius is looking to go to the locker room with the lead. Two for two for Anderson. Checking in is Tate Hughes for the first time tonight. They have 2 seconds left to throw a Hail Mary.
And Emmett's going to do it.
Yeah, off it goes.
Oh!
Off the mark, too strong. And folks, we're going to have a good basketball game, to say the least. Pius ahead at 22-20 here at the historic Hyder Center. Be sure, don't go away, guys, because we're going to have a great half of football, oh my gosh, basketball coming up. I'm so used to the football season. Nonetheless, we're going to have a good basketball game here on CPSN. Be sure to come back second half. Welcome back to the Hyder Center here. Under a minute left until the second half will commence. Boy, oh boy, it's been a fun game. It's been taking our breaths away. Only 42 points, but it's been one heck of a game to say the least. Alongside Colton Elder, I'm Alex Tejan. Colton, it's just been a fun game to say the least for only totaling 42 points.
Yeah, it's been back and forth. Trayson Anderson's played really well for Pius. PJ Newbill and Carson Jones have played pretty well for Prep.
Yep. Carson has 6 points. Both of them have him from 3-point markers, so it's just been awesome game for them. PJ Newbill is playing pretty good. Even seeing a bit of Dylan Clausen, Emma Knight with a 3-pointer. He had his first points of the season. It's just been good basketball to say the least.
Yeah, that was a fun 3-pointer. It looks like we're about to get set.
It looks like it'll be possession will be going to Pius, and they will start with the basketball. It'll be Nate Shower to inbound. He's been having a good half, and now here's Jackson Kessler to start things off. Kessler, the outside. It's CRC. Back to Kessler. Now here is in Brest. Outside, here is Nate Shower. Shower all the way, a little too high of a pass, and it's overthrown, and here's a turnover.
Put a little bit too much mustard on it.
Yeah, a little too tall of a throw. That will be a turnover. So the first possession of the game will be 0 points. Here is Newbill. Great half, last half. Here's Jones. Also a good half. Now here's Knight trying to circle right around. Clausen to Rischel. Joey Rischel to the outside. It's Newbill. Outside, here goes Clausen trying to go up and over, and he'll get it. Tie game, 22-22, 2 points for Dylan Clausen. He has 4 all the game.
Gets it over Trayson Anderson there. Not an easy feat.
Not an easy job to do, as here's a 3-ball. Too strong by Jackson Kessler. Rebound to Clausen. Now here's Newbill.
Big second half early on for Dylan Clausen.
Clausen playing good so far, and Kessler, he's been had a good first half, and now just a little too strong the second right now. Here's Clausen. Outside Jones. Now here's Knight. Trying to see what they can do offensively. 9 on the shot clock. Newbill surveying. Out to Knight. 5 seconds left. Carson, you got to put up something. And 1 second left. And the buzzer sounds. It's going to be a shot clock violation. They brought this is the new rule that they brought to Class A this year, and it's just too much time, and that might have been a turnover either way.
Largely inspired by Lincoln Northwest game in the
Lincoln Northeast, yeah, that was a fun game. I think that might be a game that we will never forget, to say the least. As here's a quick and easy basket. That's to Nate Shower. And the Pius Thunderbolts sprint back on top. Here's Clausen. Oh, and a deflection by Trayson Anderson, but they're going to call a foul. Clausen will go to the line. Trayson Anderson didn't really like that call, but we'll just see how it'll be going. It's just Clausen will go to the line. Knocks in free throw number 1, trying to cut the deficit to 1. Let's see if he can tie it. And here's Trinell Parker coming into the game. Clausen, 2 for 2. He has 7 today. I think he has all the points that Prep has scored this second half. As here, going in and around here and there. This is the Shower. Now at the Brass. Going against Trinell Parker. Brass tries to get the basket to go, pops around, and here's Rischel. Over to Knight, trying to get the basket to go, but it won't go. Now here's Knight. Knight surveys. Parker standing still. Now here's Newbill.
Kind of surprised they're not looking more for Dylan Clausen in the post.
Yeah.
He's got the mismatch.
He sure does, as shot clock under 10. Rischel. Now here's Clausen. Here's now Rischel. Won't get it to go. Clausen tried to bring a screen, but it won't get to go. Rischel from the inside jumper won't get it to go. Now here is the Pius offense. Brass. The shower, now back to Searcy. Going in around and round. Shower. Outside, it's Searcy. Birdcage really getting into this game, to say the least. Shot clock under 10. And another layup won't go. Ball bouncing around. It goes into the arms of P.J. Newbill.
Both crowds have done a really good job. Both Pius and Prep doing really well.
Pius fans, for sure, for one thing, really traveled well. It's been one hectic night, to say the least, especially when it's been somewhat low scoring. Brass. To the outside, Nate Shower. Now here's Jackson Kessler. Adam Searcy. Back to Kessler. Trying to get a screen from Trayson, and it tries to go up to the basket. Won't get it to go. Ball still bouncing around, and looks like Emma Knight got tripped up. No whistle, and a toe there, as we got a whistle and a traveling call on Trayson Anderson.
Great hustle from both teams, but it was the interior defense from Trinell Parker that really made the difference on that play.
Foul called.
Aiden Brass.
Jones, now back to Marquise Tolliver. Out to Rischel. He's been playing tough this game. Rischel loses it, and it goes down on the ground, and plenty of Jays to pick up their teammate. And it's just, Rischel lost it, and I think they called a foul on Adam Searcy.
Yeah. That's Searcy's first, I believe.
Yeah, that might have second.
Yeah, it's the second.
Second foul called.
And then he gets checked out for Kellen Hum.
Here's Clausen. They've been playing hard this half. Now here's Rischel. Here's Clausen. Here's the three ball. Boom. He's got it. Dylan Clausen. He is really lighting it up here in the second half. He has all the points Prep has in the second half. Clausen, he's on fire, to say the least.
Yeah, 2 points during the North Star game, 2 points in the first half, all 7 in the third quarter.
I don't know what Coach Lukey talked to him at halftime, but to say the least, it's been an awesome start by number 0. I'll tell you one thing, Clausen has big shoes to fill with Luke Jungers gone and playing at UNO and other guys from last year, seniors that have graduated, but now here we are. Clausen, to say the least, he's going to have a bright future.
Was Trinell Parker getting called for the foul that last time?
Here's the three-pointer. Kessler, a little too strong, and a reach a little too strong by Trayson Anderson. And nonetheless, it'll be Prep basketball.
That's Trayson Anderson's second foul, and he's the one guy that Pius.
I think he's been playing the entire game. He's going to be playing this entire game, to say the least.
Excuse me, that was Trayson Anderson's third foul, so.
Here's Clausen. Parker to Jones. He looks for Clausen. Here's a Rischel. Will he get his first three of the night? No, a little too strong. The ball goes into the arms of Trayson Anderson. Now here's Jackson Kessler. Nate Shower. Back to Kessler, working against Carson Jones, and the ball hits the blue. It's a turnover going in favor of the Jays.
Birdcage is really getting into it now.
They're loving it, especially when they're up by 3. I think this could be their largest lead of the game, I think. Here's Parker. Now Jones. They've been playing with fire. Back to Clausen. That's the guy to keep eye on if you're the Pius Thunderbolts. Now here's Tolliver.
Trinell Parker is a mismatch in the post. Interesting to see if they go to it.
He was going up against Matt Bartak. He had 13 points against Southgame. I don't think he has a point tonight.
That was Adam Searcy getting called for his third foul of the game against.
I think he's coming out of the game. He'll be checked in by Parker Kelly. Clausen trying to work his way around. Out to Rischel. He'll take a 3-ball. He got it. Joey Rischel adds another one to the stats sheet. He's another great basket, and it's now a 6-point lead by Prep, and a whistle, and looks like it'll be a foul against Prep.
That's Trinell Parker's third. Rischel has dropped 5 points tonight. That's his second make. First 3. Eddie Hebner
checks in. Parker will go out with his 3 fouls. It's Bartek to inbound. Finds the man Jackson Kessler. Working against the Prep D. To the outside. It's Bartek. Back out, looks like to be Parker. Parker trying to go up and over, and he gets it to go.
Really good shot from Parker Kelly right there. Cuts the lead down to 4.
That's what they need. Tolliver over to, here is Jones. A little too short that time. He has 2 threes earlier in the second half, but not going right there. And here is the ball. It goes, I think he tried to pass it from out of bounds. The ball's still rolling into the grasp of Tolliver. Step back 3, too strong. Not unless it's step back, but here's a rebound, offensive rebound by Hebner. Marquise, he just did a good job. Just took the ball and just thought he'd shoot it. Didn't get it to go, but gets the offensive rebound. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Here's Clausen. Here's Rischel. Back over to Tolliver. Marquise out. Carson Jones. He got it. Carson Jones added another 3 to the stat sheet.
What?
He has 3 threes tonight and 9 points. Those are all of his points. Just 3-pointers. He's been red hot all through the game, to say the least. The outside 3-pointer, too short, offensive rebound, and Bartek couldn't grasp it, and Carson Jones playing a tough game to get the ball back. 8 seconds left. Marquise tries to find what he can do. Marquise finds an open man and swatted away by Nate Schauer, and I think he had a little something to say after that. Over to Marquise. Nate Schauer with a deflection says no basket for Marquise Tolliver, and it's a 7-point lead for the Junior Jays at the end of 3. We will take a break. Thank you. It's swaying time for the Birdcage, and boy, oh boy, they're having a fun time tonight. This is probably the deepest cage that we have from a bigger deep cage than we had last Saturday against North Star, and boy, they're just having a fun time, to say the least.
Yeah, both schools have traveled or shown up really well. Prep,
good Friday night, and here's the thing: if you're a Prep student, this is not over yet. They play tomorrow, 7 o'clock, home against Gretna, which is probably the biggest challenge that they have this year. It's now a 7-point lead. It's been a great game of basketball, to say the least.
Yeah.
Jones inbound to start the fourth quarter for the Junior Jays. Here's Tolliver. Now here's Hebner. Carson Jones. Still looking what he can do. Now here's Marquise Tolliver. Out to Hebner. He surveys. Out to Tolliver. Working against Nate Schauer. Still looking. In the zone now. Out to Hebner. Under 10 on the shot clock. Jones over outside. Here is Tolliver. 5 on the shot clock. Spin move. Marquise too strong into the rebound arms of Trayson Anderson.
Kessler bringing it up now.
Here is Aiden Brass, I should say. Now out to the outside. Here's Nate Schauer. Out to Trayson Anderson. And a offensive foul called on Trayson Anderson. Dylan Clausen did a great job to draw the foul.
That's Trayson Anderson's 4th foul.
And he's still in the game. He's been playing most of the game, the entire game. Will he be out? He will come out.
Parker Kelly checks in.
So if you're Pius, you have guys that are about like 6 foot or smaller, to say the least. Trayson Anderson's their biggest guy and just don't get it to go. As here's Tolliver.
They're going to have Nate Schauer on Dylan Clausen, which I'm not sure how that's going to work out.
Hebner trying to get the basket to go, a little too short, and the rebound goes to Parker Kelly. Hebner really wanted that basket, but he just won't get it to go. And Luke, he is not liking it. He's has a little too angry on the when it comes to on the sideline. As nonetheless, here's Brass outside Tolliver. It's a turnover. Tolliver trying to see what he can do. Out to Eddie Hebner. He'll take a 3. He got it. Eddie Hebner. A 3-pointer, first points of the season by number 3.
That makes it a 10-point game. It'll make it even harder for a return.
And another great defense. Oh my God. Oh man, oh man. Oh man. Hebner got that deflection and he just went ahead and hurdled everybody on the scores table. What was that? And oh man, now he's getting a little lecture by Coach Luke. But man, he just went up for the deflection.
Great hustle.
And he just hustled. There's 3 guys over at the scores table, and he just leaped over everybody and just went up over by the stairs. It's like, holy cow.
Well, that's something you don't see that often.
He didn't run track last year, but he might need to sign him up for hurdles because he just jumped over. Man, I will never. Hopefully the camera caught that because man, oh man, that it did. Okay, good. Oh man, that might be the most exciting part of the night. What if I told you at the beginning of the game that a guy tried to go for a turnover and literally jumped over the entire scores table and into the stands?
That was awesome. But kind of like refreshing from that and going back to the previous play, that was a great read by Marquise Tolliver to pick off the pass. I mean, he just jumped the route basically like a cornerback does in football and just took the ball away.
Oh man. Well, that's something. He's Eddie Hebner. He came to the game. He just had 3 points, a quick, easy 3-pointer to get this crowd pumped up, and along with that, a hurdle over the scores table. Here's Searcy to inbound over to Jackson Kessler. Here's Kessler. The birdcage really wants him to shoot it. Kessler outside. It's Searcy. Oh man, oh man. Here's Kessler, too strong. Birdcage really wanted him to shoot it, and oh my gosh, another great play by Eddie Hebner. Man, oh man, he's first the 3-pointer, then the hurdle, and then great execution to get the ball hitting off a Pius defender to get the ball over to Junior Jays.
He's completed a whole triathlon.
Hebner, now Clausen. Here's Rischel. Oh, a little swift movie 3, a little too soft on the 3-pointer, however. Great play, just couldn't execute. Here we go, Parker Kelly. Trying to get the, in and out. Ball popped up in the air. Still wandering around. It goes to Searcy now to the inside. And getting the basket to go is Aiden Brass.
Lukey is not thrilled.
Yeah.
Yelling.
His team may be up by 8, but still wants to have a comfortable lead because the last time Prep was, they had a lead, I think, around like 7 points against North Star, but of course we all know what happened. The game was lost, knock on wood. To say the least, it's been, they hope to close this one.
Yeah.
Here's Kessler. Now this time it's over to Searcy. Now Kessler looking to press defense. Now here's Parker Kelly and a whistle blown, and I think they're going to get Carson Jones with a foul, and they will.
I believe that's Carson Jones's first.
Yeah, he hasn't been fouling that much. I don't think he fouled that much in the home opener against North Star, and now here's Kessler. Searcy, Adam Searcy now over to Aiden Brass. Parker Kelly, Jackson Kessler. The Hurricanes just trying to get him under his skin. Guarded by Emmett Knight. Kessler out to Parker Kelly. 3-pointer, little too strong. Risha with the rebound.
Cage is really getting into it now.
Now here's Jones. Out to Hebner. Now Emmett Knight trying to circle around the court. Now here's Jones. Clausen. Now out here is Dylan Clausen, and he won't get it to go. Ball still wandering around, and a whistle is called. I think Dylan Clausen tried to go for the ball, but got a piece of his wrist by Adam Searcy trying to fight for the ball, and he won't get it. 4:01 left.
TJ checks in. Eddie Hebner checks out. So now it's Prep's starting 5 out there. And they're against Pius' starting 5 minus Trayson Anderson, who has 4 fouls.
He has 4 fouls. He's taking a long time on the bench. Here's Aiden Brass and a foul. And it's going to the Junior J's side as 10 seconds was called on for a violation. Here's Knight out of the inbound from Jones. Knight still working. Knight tries to throw it, sling it, and it's a turnover. And Knight, I think he ran into 402 rump that was over by the sideline. But nonetheless, it's great effort, but it'll be a result in a turnover as a little backyard catch between Kessler and Adam Searcy. Parker Kelly. Kessler. Here's a 3-pointer. Aiden Bass, too strong, and ball goes out of bounds. Almost hit Nolan Ersbaum, our photographer, but it just, nonetheless, it's a turnover.
And that was very similar to the play that Eddie Hebner made earlier. Really heads-up play to knock a ball off of the Pius defender out of bounds.
Here's Emmett Knight. Now here's Nubo, and a whistle and a call and a foul on Adam Searcy. That's his 4th personal. So now here's the thing. Now we got 2 guys on the court for Pius with 4 fouls. So you got to be careful right here.
Yeah.
One guy in particular is Trayson Anderson, who's been laser sharp when he's been in the game. Here is Dylan Clausen. Over to Rischel, still an 8-point game. We haven't seen a score in a little while though. Here's Rischel, quick and easy 2-pointer, won't get it to go, a little too strong there, as here is Jackson Kessler. Kessler, outside Parker Kelly. And a whistle is called, and it'll be a foul in an inbound as Emmett Knight got a little too close to Parker Kelly.
Yeah, and Prep's main players and starters aren't in foul trouble. 4 of their starters only have 1 foul. Joey Rischel doesn't have any.
Yeah.
And Marquise Tolliver, who just checked into the game for Emmett Knight, only has 2 fouls as well. Trinell Parker, the only guy with more than 2.
Inbound by Nate Shower. Now here is Jackson Kessler. He gets the little rebound. He won't get it to go. And Trayson Anderson almost came up there to get the dunk and a whistle. And I think Newbill tried to swat the ball away, but instead got a piece of skin on that. So it looks like Kessler will be going to the line to shoot two.
This has just been a great defensive game. Both teams have played great on the inside.
I think the last points were by the Eddie Huebner three, but ever since it's been a great defensive night. As
Pius scored a bucket. I don't quite remember who did, but somebody on Pius got one after the Huebner three.
Yeah. Here's Kessler. 0 for 1. 1 for 2. Birdcage really trying to distract him, but he goes 1 for 2. Back to a 7-point game, under 3 minutes left, and a whistle timeout called by Prep. It's been a entertaining night, to say the least, despite only being 36-29. We're gonna have a very fun 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in this game, to say the least. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Hyder Center in Omaha. It's been, well, it's kind of like a football score, to say the least. Yeah. But only 29 points, a great defensive battle here at the Hyder Center.
And even if this was football, it would be a pretty abnormal score anyway.
Here's Marquise Tolliver, trying to use as much clock as possible. He's trying to secure the W and to go into the night happy, but they have to be right back here 24 hours later against Gretna. Newbill with 11 on the shot clock. Here's Reischel. He'll take a 3-ball. Hello, how do you do? Joey Reischel. He's come to shine here tonight. He has 8 points and now extends it to a 10-point lead. Prep really trying to hold on.
Multiple 3 balls for Joey Reischel in back-to-back games.
Here is a whistle and a foul. I think that's going to be called on Clausen. Oh, no, that's going to be on Carson Jones.
Yeah, that's Jones's second, so still not much to worry about in that
Parker Kelly there trying to get some 2 easy 3 throws to get back into this game.
Might have got it mixed up with Walker Kessler.
Yeah, I don't know, but there goes a missed free throw, which you have to have late in this game when you're in this situation. Birdcage tried to distract him, and it worked because Parker Kelly just went 0 for 2.
You gotta have those.
Yep. 1:33 left. Prep looking to ice it and go to 2-1. Quick pass over to Jones. He's got it. Carson Jones. He has 11 tonight. He's been having a great night and now increases the lead to 12. All of his scores were were 3-pointers. Until then, he just had an easy 2. Jackson Kessler moving around. Shot is up in the air, no good. Rebound, Nate Shower. Whistle blown. And 2 shots will be coming from the free throw line. That's Carson Jones' foul. That's his 3rd foul. There'll be 2 shots coming.
Now Pius is in the bonus.
Three-pointer on the way. Oh man, you gotta hit those to say the least. Gotta hit those.
A lot of missed opportunities on these free throws.
They missed their last 3 free throws.
In a game where scoring has been at a premium, you can't afford that.
You cannot afford that. That's something, in my opinion, if I were their coach, I'd be like, let's work on these free throws, and if you miss them, it's time to run the court. But let's just something you got to work on. As we'll step aside, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Heider Center. Pius doing as much as they can. They're in a deep, deep water, to say the least. With under a minute left in the game. Prep looking to get to 2-1 and to play Gretna. They'll be playing Gretna tomorrow night as free throw is good. 55 seconds to go. Rischel, Clausen.
You got to foul.
I have to agree too. You have to do something to get the ball back. And the ball is
they're gonna call
at least
ball.
Yeah, they're gonna call kickball. Well, even then, either you're down to 11. I understand maybe fouling, but like at this point, they're just like, let's just hope for possible turnover. A great defense as well. There's that right there as dangerous. Danger one's over. This one headed over. Clausen trying to dribble it out. Trying to see what they can do. They about a 19-second different. Oh, now it's
Trayson Anderson is fouled out.
Yep. He's fouled out. He's been working really hard tonight, and now this is all the great time he's been having. So. Free throw is good by Clausen.
Dylan's got, what, 8 this half?
Well, he had 2 in the, that would be his 8th point, 10-point total. Make it 11. 43-30, under 35 seconds. Trying to see what they can do. No Trayson Anderson in the game. He's fouled out. Adam Searcy gets a whistle. Rischel doesn't like it, but nonetheless, it'll be one more basket, and they'll just see what they can do.
My brain just slipped. Who is the foul on?
And gets it to a 10-point game. Shot clock turned off. And let's see, Rischel escapes, trying to run it down the court. And Rischel, and there's the foul that we were talking about with 15 seconds left.
And Adam Searcy is also fouled out. Checking in is Kellen Hum.
And in comes, and guys checking in, Noah Bangs, Jonah Clausen, Langston Palmer. It's been, and number 35, Michael Burt. So Ludke doing a good job of getting his guys in, getting reps, and getting some time on the court.
It's the first time we've seen Jonah Clausen.
Jonah Clausen, Jonah, Michael, and Noah have been on the court against against the North Star game, but Turin Brown will be coming in. Freshman coming, excuse me. Freshman will be coming into the game to all likelihood end it.
You don't see freshmen on varsity very much in Nebraska.
No, you don't really. Free throw is good by Rischel. And now here comes Michael Burt.
Now it looks like they've got their subs in the game too.
Number 11, Mike Whiteville, comes into the game. trying to do their best. Under 10 now. And has Palmer gets it blocked. Trying to go around Wyville. And that will do it. Prep, a much needed victory here at home, their first home victory of the year. And they get things taken care of as final from Hyder, 45-33. Prep takes care of business. They look to have an awesome night here tonight, but they got to come back here tomorrow night with probably their biggest test of the year so far. So, any last words before we sign off, Colin?
This was an exciting game. Prep and Pius went back and forth for about the first 3 quarters. Prep pulled away towards the end, but
yeah,
I think this was a game that was a lot closer than the score indicated. And
yeah,
the Gretna game tomorrow night is going to be very intriguing. Gretna, number 2 team in the state, most likely, behind only Bellevue West.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. And from all of us here on our CPSN crew, Jack Coho, Mike Knockenhauer, Mr. Matt Raskershek, alongside Colton Alder, I'm Alex Tejan. We'll say good night from the Hyder Center, and we will see you tomorrow night.